After 40, many women notice their belly starts to change. You might be eating the same foods or exercising the same way, but the fat seems to gather more around your middle. This isn't your imagination. Science shows that hormone changes after 40, especially during perimenopause and menopause, make belly fat more common. Research shows that as estrogen levels fall, fat tends to move from the hips and thighs to the belly, leading to more visceral fat, the deeper and dangerous kind of fat around the organs. At the same time, the body becomes more insulin resistant, which means sugar from food is more likely to turn into fat. That's why old tricks like crash diets, long cardio workouts, or living on low-fat, high-carb foods don't work as well after 40. The good news is the right foods can help balance hormones, support metabolism, and reduce belly fat. Today, we will discuss 10 science-backed foods every woman over 40 should know about when combating belly fat. Number 1, fatty fish like salmon and trout are packed with omega-3 fats, which really help calm inflammation and protect your heart. Studies have suggested that a Mediterranean-style diet, which is rich in fish, olive oil, and plants, is linked to smaller waistlines and healthier hearts, especially for women in midlife. So, how can you enjoy fatty fish? Well, you could try salmon baked with a little lemon, or maybe tuna on whole grain toast. But if you're taking blood thinners, it's important to ask your doctor about what amount is safe for you. Number 2, Greek yogurt or skyr is another great choice since high-protein yogurt keeps you full and helps slow down hunger. And interestingly, some yogurts with probiotics, those good bacteria, have even been shown in studies to reduce belly fat. So, to get the most out of yogurt, you'll want to have about 3/4 of a cup, maybe add some berries, and toss in a spoonful of ground flaxseed. But if dairy tends to bother you, it's a good idea to look for lactose-free yogurt or consider dairy-free varieties with added probiotics and cultures. Now, moving on to fermented foods like kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi. These foods contain live bacteria that can really help balance your gut. Interestingly, certain probiotic strains, such as Lactobacillus plantarum and Lactobacillus gasseri, have actually been shown to shrink belly fat and improve blood sugar. Pretty fascinating, right? Here's how you can include these in your diet. You can drink a cup of kefir or simply add sauerkraut as a side dish to your meal. Just a heads up. Sauerkraut and kimchi can be pretty high in salt, so it's something to keep in mind, especially if you're watching your sodium intake. Number 4, ground flaxseed. Flax helps lower cholesterol and blood sugar, and its plant compounds called lignans may support estrogen balance. Flax seeds are also an important source of fiber. About 1 tablespoon of flax seeds contain almost 3 grams of fiber, and fiber is one of the most crucial elements in weight management based on numerous studies. So, how do you eat it? Just stir 1 to 2 tablespoons into oatmeal, smoothies, or yogurt. It's really easy, but watch out because it can change how some medicines are absorbed, so you'll want to take them at different times. Number 5, beans and lentils. A study found that eating more soluble fiber from beans and lentils was linked to less belly fat gain over time, and beans are also great for blood sugar control. So, when it comes to eating beans, you might want to try them in lentil soup, hummus, or even toss some black beans into your salads. But if you're not used to eating beans, it's a good idea to start slow. Soaking or pressure cooking them can really help with gas. Just something to keep in mind. Number 6, switching from white bread and white rice to whole grains like oats and barley can actually help prevent belly fat, and honestly, it makes your blood sugar a lot more stable too. You can enjoy whole grains by having overnight oats for breakfast or maybe a barley pilaf as a side dish. But hey, if you have celiac disease, you'll want to avoid barley and stick with gluten-free oats instead. So, next up, number 7. Let's talk about berries, especially blueberries. Berries are rich in anthocyanins, which are the natural pigments that give them their beautiful blue or red color. These compounds actually help insulin work better, and they've been shown to improve blood sugar in several studies. Now, you might be wondering how to eat them. Well, just add about half to 1 cup of fresh or frozen berries to your yogurt, oatmeal, or even salads. It's easy and honestly really delicious. Moving on to number 8. Let's talk about green tea. Green tea contains catechins, like EGCG, that may improve how fat cells and blood sugar work. The effect is small, but hey, every little bit helps, right? So, here's how to drink it. 2 to 3 cups a day is a safe amount for most people, but be careful when using green tea supplements in conjunction with drinking it because, in some people, high doses of EGCG have been linked to liver injury. Number 9 on our list is vinegar. Just 1 to 2 teaspoons of vinegar with a meal can lower blood sugar and insulin spikes. So, how do you use it? You can add vinegar to salad dressing or drizzle it on cooked grains, but watch out. Always dilute vinegar to protect your teeth. And if you tend to get heartburn, use it with caution. Number 9. So, let's talk about soy foods like tofu, tempeh, and edamame. Soy protein and isoflavones can actually help improve cholesterol and, in some cases, even reduce belly fat in postmenopausal women. You might be wondering how to enjoy these foods. Well, you could try a tofu stir-fry, tempeh tacos, or just some simple steamed edamame. But watch out. If you take thyroid medicine, it's important to eat soy at least 4 hours later because soy can decrease the effectiveness of your thyroid medication. Now, let's look at some smart swaps you can try. Resistant starch is pretty interesting. If you cook potatoes or rice, try letting them cool and then reheat them. They'll digest slower and help lower those sugar spikes. It's a simple trick that can make all the difference. Lastly, we have number 10, nuts and olive oil. These are staples for Mediterranean diets. A lot of people think eating fat makes you fat, but studies show that the type of fat matters. For example, diets rich in monounsaturated fats like olive oil, almonds, and walnuts actually protect against belly fat. A large study in the New England Journal of Medicine found that in people at risk for heart disease, those who ate a Mediterranean diet with nuts had smaller waistlines and better blood sugar control compared to low-fat diets. Nuts are also high in fiber and protein, which boost satiety, so people naturally eat less food. Likewise, extra virgin olive oil is also loaded with monounsaturated fats and antioxidants. Studies also show that diets high in olive oil were linked with less visceral fat and lower risk of metabolic syndrome in midlife women. Before 40, it was all about low-fat diets, long cardio sessions, and those small salads. After 40, it's really important to have protein at every meal, high-fiber carbs like beans and oats, and healthy fats, while also adding strength training. Studies show these changes can actually help fight belly fat and those tricky hormone shifts. So, after 40, belly fat isn't just about calories. It's about hormones like insulin, cortisol, and estrogen. Choosing these 10 foods regularly can help rebalance your body, shrink the menopause middle, and support your long-term health. If you found this video helpful, be sure to share, like, and subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you don't have to allow menopausal belly fat to take over your life.